Clash of Clans podcast, episode
41.
42. 41B. Episode 42.
All right.
And we're back! Clash of Clans, the fans, the stands, every pal, Biggity Boneyard. I'm here with my pal Scotty.
Hey.
And we just got Boaz back on the phone after a little break here. We got episode 41B, or episode 42 for you. We're here at the studios, and we're talking all things Clash, and we're back at it. And what we were talking about, well, we talked about a bunch of other shit before.
But it's, mostly Clan War.
Clan War stuff. We still got some other stuff to talk about. Anything right up front, Boaz?
No, just, I guess, well, a couple...
Next subject, that's the question.
Well, the Supercell did release a statement about about the ghost raiding issue. So I guess that's the very last word that I wanted to mention. I do. I have it here.
Read it.
My buddies sent it to me.
Cheaters.
So
beware.
it's from Super Steve.
Let me just put this before we get into that. Reddit, Clan Reddit Dusk, bunch of dickheads. Yeah, okay, go for it.
All right, so
I hope they listen to this.
Blah, blah, blah. It is very important for us that Clash is fair for all our players and that no one has an unfair advantage in the game. We are already working on a solution for this, but unfortunately the problem is hard to solve without causing problems for the majority of players who choose to play fairly. We have taken steps in the past in order to ensure players with poor connection can continue their attack even if they have issues with their connection. This reduces the amount of players getting kicked out of the game while attacking, but unfortunately some have chosen to abuse this feature in order to gain an unfair and unethical advantage.
Unfair and unethical.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's a good...
It is difficult to detect if the connection was cut on purpose by the player or if it was lost due to a slow or weak internet connection. Still, we are working hard to get this issue fixed, and we are trying out several different alternatives. We realize that the current situation must be very frustrating for clans that value fair gameplay, and we apologize for any inconvenience. Thank you guys for bringing this to our attention and for your patience in this matter. Clash on.
Keep it clashy.
Well, that's a
I'm
good
glad they're working
statement.
on it, but and that's interesting that the whole thing, it comes down to a glitch that they put in there to help gameplay.
Yeah.
People are
Which,
taking
I mean,
advantage of
who
something.
But you know what?
hasn't-
But who is going into this Clan War lackadaisical? You should be in a good internet connection. You should be alone. You should have everything set up.
You don't
Dry
start
hands, empty bladder.
Yeah, your calls.
Yeah,
everything doesn't.
Yeah, you don't start.
This is serious business.
Oh God, I have yet to get a phone call during a clan war. Oh God, would I be pissed?
Oh, that would suck.
Can't you just deny and then?
I don't think so. I've never. No,
I think you
mean,
could, but it could still throw you off and stuff.
because it shuts me out to a different. Like, hey.
See,
you have a
that's
phone
why
call.
it's there. But can't you put it in do not disturb mode or something?
Oh,
Probably.
yeah, good idea.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah,
you're right.
I mean, this is serious here.
Yeah,
you know
I
what?
probably
Take that glitch out. You know what? Make it inconvenient. People should be taking
here's
this seriously.
the thing. Haven't you guys ever had a situation where you're raiding, your connection gets a little choppy, then you're on
Raiding,
that
not
loot
war
screen,
trooping. Not
and
war
it says
trooping.
like, 320,000 gold, 360,000 elixir, 2,000 dark elixir, and then you hit the thing that's like next or finish or whatever, and nothing happens,
Yes.
and nothing happens,
That's
and then
where
you
it gets
turn
stuck,
the
and then
app back on,
then
and you don't have anything. So that's what they're trying to prevent, that horrible situation, which is I'm sure happened to everybody.
Yep.
But
Well,
now
is
the
it due to
clan
a poor
wars is here,
internet
these
connection?
dickheads are.
It to me that's how it happens to me. It's like when I go outside to raid or
It's like having bad shoes and expecting to be in the NBA. You go and you get those shoes that are going to help you.
What an analogy!
I don't know where that came from, but I pulled it out.
But then you couldn't play, on the move.
I'm just playing. I'm playing the asshole who's like, no, you've gotta.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, bad internet. Well,
Buy a better router. You
Yeah.
Then you go
Get a-
sell your car.
Yeah, buy a router.
Buy a better router.
Don't be a jackass.
Yeah, for God, you don't get two throws in the Olympics. You've got to go for it. You have to be present.
But yeah, that would be better than letting it continue like this, because it's ruining clan wars, which is the best part of the game.
Yeah,
so,
at least you can whine.
it's-
At least you could whine about it then.
Yeah,
You can be like, "Oh shit," I got
God
kicked
damn
out.
it.
But we can't be like,
Yeah,
"Oh, they
well,
cheated against me."
Yeah.
I think recently somebody lost their connection and it was close to 600K of each just in our clan like yesterday. That happened, and that sucks.
Yeah,
but
that sucks.
It's better than being able to get 3-starred by some guy who attacks you for a half an hour.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's kind
true.
of flattering too, though. I mean, it's like, whoa, they really put some, Did they bring you
flattering,
flowers?
and then you
Flattering,
just want
you're
to punch
like-
him in the nuts, too.
Yeah,
Well, we put in our description, there was this one guy
Somebody's
who
going to attack
attacked
me for 30
so
minutes.
many
You better take me
times.
out for breakfast.
Well, this is what one of our leaders put in the clan description. I'm not sure who it was, but there was a guy who just kept attacking so much. He attacked like 12 of us, and then finally, attacked someone, and I don't know. I don't think he even got 3 stars. But they put in the clan description, just so you know, such and such left his panties over at our place after spending the whole night over here. So you might want to come back and pick him up.
He attacked 12 of you. His day job is a rapist.
Yeah.
That was total. He's a slut. So
Just-
yeah, it was. It's pretty pathetic.
Yeah.
And
What's his name?
frustrating. I don't know if I should.
Yeah, let's
slander
not say
anyone in
his name.
particular.
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
But,
Team Reddit dust sucks.
Stupid ass.
Yeah.
So I
But
got my
he's
first gems box today.
Oh yeah,
Well, so
Me too.
that's the other thing I was going to say. So I did too, and the reason for that is they did a maintenance break this morning. So in the clan chat, the group me, someone was like, "Oh, maintenance break! They're going to fix the ghost rating glitch," and everyone's like, "Oh, hell yeah!" And it gets done, and the entire maintenance break was just to give everyone a gem box. But I think they were
I
like
was feeling
giving it
special,
as a
too.
gesture of like, hey guys, we know this is really fucked up, but we're working on it. Like that's how I interpret it, at least. Like we're gonna give everybody a gem box, as
Whatever.
a gesture of goodwill while we're trying to fix this cheating issue.
One of
But
my
I mean, maybe
clanmates
it's totally.
has had 3 already. I have. This is my first one. Fuck you.
Yeah, my first one,
Finally,
too.
I got one.
Yeah, finally. Yeah,
Oh, and by the way, I still have it on my board, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to chop it down live.
live on the air.
Live on the air, about 30 seconds, and this guy's going to hammer the shit out of this box. Oh, there was a little girl. There was one of my townswomen over there clapping at it.
Yeah, didn't you put that on the clan chat too?
Yeah, she ran away.
I do have to say I did make a
Oh, they're
pretty,
still clapping at it, even though it's still there, idiots.
I did make a pretty funny joke during the podcast that I just should want to point out. So Melbo Man and MDM are the same person. He's got 2 accounts.
2 of our guys, yep.
Oh, okay.
And MDM said, well, now I don't know where it is. He said,
You're killing me, Scotty.
he said, found a gem box inside of Melbo Man. Funny. That's what he said. So a gem box appeared inside his base,
Sure.
where his holes are. I said, I'd get that checked out.
Yeah, you don't want gem boxes appearing inside yourself.
Yeah.
Even if
It's
it's your
not
alter ego.
healthy.
Hey, guess what?
You've got a rainbow
I got
coming from a
25 gems.
hole. Okay.
I got 25
Congratulations, Boneyard.
gems. Yay.
Well earned. Well earned.
Bunch of bullshit.
So yeah, it might just be a coincidence, but I'm hoping that it's like just a tip of the hat from them saying like, hey, yeah, we don't have a solution yet, but we're working on it, and here's a little, something for you.
Well, that's
Who
cool.
knows?
So,
But yeah, so that's it. I think for that topic, I don't have anything else
how
about
have your strategies been during these? I don't want to call them clone wars, clan wars.
Clone Wars. Clown Wars. Honk, honk.
Well, ours has been. We try to have the kind of the lower people attack first and try to take out the lower bases, because once all the Town Hall 8s have been 3-starred, and the Town Hall 9s have been 2-starred or whatever, our Town Hall 8s really can't do anything. So the best thing is for them to get a shot at 3-starring, an opponent Town Hall 8, and so we have the top guys tend to wait. I usually do one, like not too far into the war, because I don't have hogs, and there's only a certain amount of I don't have good hogs, and there's only a certain amount of bases that an air army is good against, and so like I've had it happen where I wait till the end, and then I realize there's no bases that I have any chance against.
You have to go embarrass
left,
yourself.
Yeah, you're stuck in the same boat as your Town Hall 8s.
Yeah,
nothing
exactly. So
to attack.
I'd usually do one like, few hours in and then wait on my other one till the end, to
do cleanup.
To do cleanup, and our really, high level guys will usually wait, till towards the end too. And it's a pretty good, system, and we don't have it like down to a science the way we did at first, where we're like, okay, you attack this guy, so it's happened a couple times now where I've been scouting someone for a while and then I'm going to attack and someone else just started attacking them or whatever, and so we say in clan chat like, don't attack such and such, I'm scouting them, but not everyone notices it or whatever.
It does suck when you come back and the one you've been like,
I re-hit him. This is the guy I'm going to hit that's higher up, it's like the highest up guy that I'm going to 3-star. Someone goes in and gets him for 1.
So do you think...
No, I'm going to go back in here.
Here's where it starts to get interesting, though. You think about strategy and you think about the game and where it's at. Is it possible to 3-star a really strong base?
Is it impossible?
I don't know. I think a max Town Hall 10, I don't know if it is possible to do it. Like, I don't know if you have an army that's strong enough and can move fast enough. Maybe, but, I mean, if everything's placed in a good,
it's a decent setup. I mean, really,
it's
got to be. It's so many buildings, and if they're all max, it's so many hit points. So I don't know. It's a good question,
because that's something to start to think about. Because
I'm looking in 3 minutes.
Yeah, and so you start to go, well, maybe the game will change in different ways. There's got to be something.
Well, think about it
that helps to balance that.
Because how many months have some people already been maxed out? Jorge Yao. I mean, he probably hasn't been 3-starred in fucking 2 years.
Well, I think he quit playing.
I read an article about him the other day. It was really, really interesting.
Oh?
It was, like a tell-all from him about his time as the top person, and it was really interesting. Like, you almost felt sorry for the guy because he's, obviously was, like, addicted, like, had to stay at the top and stuff, and so the stuff, like, he ran out of money, and another guy in the clan started sponsoring him, like the son of a Turkish oil magnate or something started giving him free gems, and then Jorge would use other accounts, like when people in his clan would quit, he would take over their accounts, and so he described at one point he would bring the iPad into the shower with like a waterproof case on it or something, and then he described having 5 iPads in the bathroom with him while he was taking a shower because he needed to keep all of them active or whatever. And he would like
6.
And I'm sure like the oil guy's son probably bought movies, the iPad.
Scotty, that's a different thing. Taking pictures.
You wanted your Clash porn.
It was intense. Like different. he would try to search for himself and then give himself a shield because everyone in his clan would try to they'd attack each other and give each other shields, and it just sounded so like just not fun.
Grueling.
Yeah, really a grind.
One trophy push for a week is bad enough. Imagine like a lifelong trophy push where if you lose once, you slide all the way down.
I lose my shit.
I mean,
but
it's impressive.
I thought, like, wouldn't it be? I'd like to have a second account now, but even still, like, it just seems like way too much work. I would keep it down low, and I wouldn't do much with it. Once it got to the point where things took more than a day, I'd probably only log on to it once a day. And I just let it, either people could attack it or whatever happened. Who cares? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to have some fun, just to do other things with it.
Yeah.
And but have 6 or 7 of like high level things. Think of just the time you spend loading guys into the queue in the barracks. Like that alone. Like you got to go back.
Yeah.
Much less attacking.
Right.
Just set up.
Yeah.
Constantly going back and setting up.
I feel like I would just hate that. Well, so I think at some point then he just couldn't stand the game anymore. He stopped and went out on top. He was still number 1 and was number 1 for like 6 months or something, which now, I mean, the lead changes like daily. So imagine how, anyway, that's,
I'm going to have a panic attack just thinking
it was intense. Yeah.
Well,
do not envy the guy.
And I think after the clan war started, I think the loot things changed around because people are setting up their stuff, farming for that first, so it's been about 2 weeks since the last podcast, or 39 and 40 or whatever. So in that time, it seemed like farming was becoming difficult for me, and I wasn't getting enough of what I needed, and so all my stuff finished.
How many?
But now it
builders you
seems
got?
to be what?
How many builders you got going?
2 right now. They're just. I didn't realize my bombs weren't all the way maxed out. My big ones.
Sure.
And so I just had to do
was
that.
cheap. That was cheap. Yeah, that was what 5? No,
Yeah.
3.5 or something like that.
2.5 for each, and now I'm gonna try to get my other 2 wizard towers going and my expos. But now it seems like it's hitting that balance. It seems like in the game a 2-week balance is about what it takes when there's a major change.
Yep.
Yeah, I
People,
noticed that too.
you start finding abandoned bases again, things like that. People
exactly.
stop doing it. I've been spending all my time going for elixir, so I've been doing a cheap army. Talked about it a little bit last episode. Barb's archers coming on things and whacking off or whatever we were talking about.
Sexual innuendo.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, insert sexual innuendo here.
Yeah.
Which is in itself that's pretty good. I gotta write that one down. But going for elixir, and I've been able to get 3 of my army camps going to max out, and the 4th one I'm on my way there. I'm about halfway there. That's like 20 million that I've gotten in elixir. It's hard to get elixir unless you're down there where I was. Between 17 and 1600, and just going in and getting 100 of it here and 100 of it there.
Yeah, because your army,
because my army's cheap. Excuse me. The gold I spent on my Teslas because I hadn't had those upgraded in a while. So 2 of them were maxed out. The other 2 are on their way, and they take forever. But it's cool because it doesn't matter in the war.
Well, then you can farm and get the other things ready.
But I've had 5 builders busy throughout the clan wars. Clone Wars. I'm gonna keep doing that now.
I was like cruising on my farming and didn't even couldn't even keep my or my builders couldn't even keep up with my loot and everything. But then once it got to the clan wars, it definitely died down a little bit just because my attacking army takes longer to cook.
Remember
and
that
stuff.
boost quit.
Yeah, when the boost stopped, that was the thing is that I had.
That's why people, if you're listening and you're just starting out and your resources aren't maxed, when those boosts come around, you're missing out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You got to do as soon as the boost ends, concentrate on nothing but upgrading your resource collectors, because it's ridiculous. And if they're not on when there's a boost, you're so pissed. I was upgrading one of my Dark Elixir drills during that boost.
Ooh.
And I was like, well, that's okay.
At least it didn't happen to me this time.
I canceled one on my second account. I was upgrading, I think, an elixir pump to max when the boost started, and I just canceled the upgrade and then hit the boost because I was like, fuck that. I'm going to make so much more.
Yeah, that's
by having this
not a
active.
bad thing. Except for to me, it would happen one day.
And on the Dark Elixir drill, it's so much elixir that I have
6
to use.
million.
Yeah, it's not like the 200 grand that you can make in a day. But it's just so. But anyway, I got all my Dark up, and I've been upgrading my Queen the last couple of. God damn it! The last couple of Clan Wars, I'm just going to start calling them Clone Wars. The last couple of Clone Wars, I haven't had a Queen in it because I was upgrading her, and I was like, I got away with it. And I also was just going for
what level was she at anyways?
Well, she was I'm trying to get her to 10, then I'll stop upgrading
her. Okay.
Because that's when the next bump up is in time, and I get another archer to come out.
In a cute crown.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and she changes her look a little bit, which is key. Totally key. And the king, I got him to level 10, and he's working great. I'm not going to do any more with him because I need him. I really need him during those clan wars.
You count on him.
Yeah. that him and 20 barbs
but
is
what's
going to
happen when you
little hit squad
down the road? When
it'll eventually happen. Once I have Dark Elixir, and as I gain it, I do something with it. And right now it's the Queen until she gets to 10. Then I'll start. I don't know, maybe my Valks.
Yeah.
And
I can't believe you don't
witches because
you don't have witches level 2.
No, I don't use any of that shit.
What do you do with all your Dark Elixir?
I make fucking hogs and minions, man. I like you send in 100 minions. It's awesome. Like, this guy's got 200 gold and 100 elixir. I'll take it. for,
wait, I
20.
spent 4,000 dark elixir on my army, so
It's cute.
Oh.
I'll get some of that back.
See, I go in with, I have to make at least a little bit of dark elixir.
I don't even look at it.
You don't, huh?
No.
Are you there, Boaz?
Yeah,
Oh.
so I'm upgrading my hogs right now, and because I hate not having the heroes for the wars, but the hogs are taking so long to get to level 4, so I'm already up to another 50,000 dark elixir, so I'm just gonna do my Barb King again, just because because the hogs aren't going to be.
That's where I was sitting for a while.
How long until the hogs are done?
Like a week. So by then I'll have enough
you get another 50 by then. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it sucks not having the king during the wars.
Yeah. Well, and then maybe just switching up your army then, to accommodate for it. And I think that's got to be a little bit of
especially with an all-air army. That king and queen are great. A king and queen and whatever you got in your clan castle, great hit squad for the ground level for the other guy's clan castle, and his king and his queen.
Exactly. Because they don't use their abilities.
I guess basically you can use your
abilities.
You don't care about the other guy's king at all.
Well, you do for when you put down your king or your queen. So that's what sucks is if you say like you do your air army, then you put down your queen to start cleaning up, but then it draws the king over because you haven't taken out the king, so it doesn't matter. And then your dragons and stuff start attacking the king instead of going. And then it's like, so that's the one reason why it does kind of matter if you have
That's a really good point. So if I'm taking an air army
will turn around to go after the
king. They'll go backwards to go for the king, which is super frustrating.
And then they might go out farther, and then they go out farther, and then they turn in, and they're completely in the wrong vicinity of where you want to go.
They could be taking fire while they're shooting at the king,
which is usually the case. That's what happened in the one clan war. That was a close one. That one clan war where I took an air army in and I ignored the king, but I think I had 2 or 3 dragons and they all just turned on each other. And
so frustrating.
That was.
You don't foresee it at all. And the other thing is, even if you're careful with your heroes, I had one attack in a war where someone slipped some kind of ground troops into my clan castle. Like I said, only air troops, like Max Dragon and minions or whatever. And someone slipped something in, and so see where you guys are going with that. So someone slipped a little something in there, and it was a ground troop, and so the Barb King came over, and I was like, why is he coming over? What the hell's going on? And then it screwed up the whole thing again. The dragons attacked him, and I couldn't even figure it out till I watched the replay, and I was like, some fucking witch or archers came out of that clan castle, and it just fucked everything.
Yeah, so if I'm gonna because I will do probably 1 air strike, and I'll do 1 ground strike.
You got to know what you got in there.
Yeah. Pay attention to that king, because that's right, and I don't use the air army that much, but I noticed that with some of those camps, I'm like, I can't get him with hogs. I'm not comfortable with giants anymore. I mean, I don't use them.
I can't use hogs against these high level guys. I mean,
and
giants
I haven't
against the high
practiced
level
with
guys.
Golems or anything. It's like mine are going to level 3 now. Then I'll have
those are cool looking. Those big.
And I want to start to learn those.
That's fun. I did a couple of battles. Now that I have my town hall. Oh, that was the other thing, is that my clan castle is now on its way to being maxed.
Okay.
That was what I was going for with my gold. Like I was ready right when it came to level 30. I upgraded it again.
P.S. It sure sucks not being able to see requests now when that clan castle's upgrading. You have to click on it.
Oh, yeah.
You forget.
How many my troop requests were way down, because I'd be like, oh, shit.
No, I hear you.
Yeah, it's a pain.
So what else you got going on, Boaz?
So for me, I'm getting towards the end of Town Hall 9 here in terms of my defenses. I have maybe 8 or 9 defensive upgrades to finish, but I'm behind on walls. I don't even have all skull walls right now. And so my plan was just to kind of chill at Town Hall 9 and really work on my walls, and not worry, because once you're at the end of a Town Hall, you don't need to worry about elixir at all. So I was just, pouring elixir into donations for clan wars and my army for clan wars and not caring. But so now for the first time, I've really had this urge to get to Town Hall 10 because then I can contribute more to my clanmates when we're in a war. Because for like a defensive war castle or an attacking war castle, you really just want max troops. And we have, enough guys that have max troops that you request for only, if you want dragon, only level 4, witches, only level 2. No one else, is allowed to donate troops except for people with max troops, which is good, but it's such a drain on the people, the Town Hall 10s because they're pumping so much resources into everyone else's castles.
I agree. Yeah. I agree with it. Well, yeah, Boneyard, what do you...
Well, when it first started, I was making hogs for everybody. Like, who wants hogs? Like, I that was what I had. That's my...
You don't even care about your resources, though.
I was just like, here, I'll 10 grand in Dark Elixir just for people to have hogs just to play with.
That would take me days to...
But yeah, so I feel like now I feel like I want to, get those max troops, the max dragons and witches and everything, so I can.
Well, I probably gave away 10, 12 dragons, Boots and Mel.
They're making wizards nonstop and
wizards
and stuff,
and witches, which are really expensive. So like the higher, the people that get that
when it gets to the war castle, the defensive castle, our top guys are going through and filling everybody up with some pretty good defensive shit because that matters overall, even to them because of the overall score.
Right?
You want some wizards and archers popping out down at the bottom level, and people are like, "Oh shit!" and only get 2 stars because they got fucked because they're an idiot. So. But yeah, when I go into battle, and I'm like, okay, this is a war castle. That's what we do on our clan chat is not war castle or war castle. Like war castle, this is exactly what I want. I may have to. I go war castle wizards only, please. And if somebody who has wizards at the moment, well, give me some. And I may have to go wait an hour for the same guy to give me a whole thing because he's the only one on at the moment. And, I'll have to redo it, and then he can get 5 more or whatever. But then, my town hall, my new one, I'll be able to have 8 wizards.
So you mean you're going to wait around even longer so you can get more wizards from the same person? And you're saying that's not taxing the higher level people?
No, it is, but
but you don't mind.
But I'm not going to out demand dragons but if it doesn't go well, can somebody fill this up with archers?
I'm giving you gobs from now on.
What, dick? I gotta dump every single time? No.
We had an issue because we're all don't nobody give anything but max troops to the war castles because we're taking it very seriously. Want to maximize our opportunity to win. But there were some people, especially lower level people, who really liked getting these max troops, and so then even on preparation day and stuff, they were putting a max witches only, level 4 drags only. It's you're fucking Town Hall 8. This is not for a war. You cannot be, asking the Town Hall 10 people to.
No, that's bad. That's bad.
If you're gonna ask for anything, ask for you just go barbs or archers. On just regular troops.
Yeah, because you can
specify that, and don't care if it's barbs or archers. I even archers only. That's always kind of weird. It's if you're going archers, that's fine.
I'll go with 30 archers or 30 barbs or any mix thereof. That's perfect.
But for somebody
for just a raid, it is
always weird to hear. You just see somebody go witches only. Not war castle.
Yeah. But witches only. Good luck. Make your own witches.
That's 20 minutes. I'm going to have to do.
Yeah, if you can make witches, maybe then you can say witches only.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But no.
And how many of you get out? Yeah.
But so I put out a clan mail that was that's not cool. If you you can get whatever you want for your war castle, but when you're farming, don't be requesting troops that you can't make and stuff like that. So yeah, it's there's all sorts of little things that people do wrong, town hall sniping and not using their attacks and screwing up their bases and just different little things that we send out clan mails all the time to get everyone in line and tweak, what they're doing wrong and everything. And
bring
and
those
it's
town
really,
halls inside. That's a big one, right away. That was one for all our guys.
And I think it was actually a pretty funny thing. Did we talk about this? Was this on the last podcast when I don't know if we talked about the poker tournament? And
I don't think so.
There were.
Yeah. So on last Saturday on the 19th, it was the night before Easter. We had the big 420 poker tournament that we have. It's the 9th annual one in my buddy's garage. Well, I've said before that I was playing cards once at the bar, and seven out of 9 people were all in the clan together, or one of them was in Minnesota Nights 2.0. By the end that was the Sunday night. By the end of Monday night, the 2 people that didn't play were in Minnesota Nights 2.0. Said downloaded the game and called me out. How do you do this? This is awesome. And we're playing along with us. So cut to the poker game, or the big poker tournament. There's 18 people playing in the tournament, and then there's another maybe 4 or 5 extra people. Scotty showed up just to say hi. Tons of food. It's a super fun party.
Yeah.
But before we started,
was playing.
Everybody had their phone out. Was clashing.
Charging their phone.
Yeah, charging their phone. Like, hey, where can I plug this in? I got to get my Clash up. Because my buddy from the cities came up and he's like, hey, you guys are Clash? He pulls his thing out. We got him and his 2 friends shut down their clan of the 3 of them that were in the clan. That was it. They're like, we don't war yet. We'd like to, but we only have 3 people. Like, shut that shit down and jump into Minnesota Nights 2.0 and fill them out. And so he did that because one of the leaders from 2.0 was there. And then all the rest of us, we had a scheduled game break right at 10 so that everybody could make sure to pull their town halls inside. Because over half of the people were in Minnesota Nights, our clan, and were actively
playing.
I
was there earlier, and I said, everybody, there are still empty slots in people's clan or war castles.
Yeah.
I'm like, get your troops in.
Get your troop requests in.
Everybody's sitting around, and that would suck to not pay attention, and 5 people don't have clan castle troops.
No, I knew it. I knew it. I'm like, we're going to start war tonight, and we're going to be right in the middle of the card game, so you got to make sure everybody gets on this shit. And we did. We were like, okay, let's take a break, and
there it is.
Yeah, and just for the people at home, me and Lady B were playing. I got busted out twice within the first hour, so I bought back in for $40 more. So I was in for $80. Lady B did the same thing, and she ended up lasting a little longer into the thing, but then busted out. So we were in for $160 as a team. And I don't know, we were playing as a team. Mm-hmm. Bought into the cash game because as soon as it gets down to 9 people. There's 2 tables of 9 each. So as soon as it gets down to
any illegal activity not supported by
4 and 5 people, we push everybody to one table and then we start a cash game at the other table. Well, I realized that I had to put the beer down and started eating food the whole time, and I was like, okay,
does not condone alcohol use.
We do condone
gambling.
Do not condone everything else at the 420 party.
No, it's the 420 party. I mean, yeah.
That is in no way a
Lady B bought in for $20, and I bought in for $40 to the cash game. So the 2 of us are in for $220 as a total. All right.
It's a lot of gems, Boneyard.
Yeah.
No kidding. I'm not.
Okay. This is 2 boxes of gems. Played till 1 in the morning, and we had to go to Easter the next day and everything. But we played till 1 in the morning. It was a super fun night. Lady B was hovering around $100 for a while. Got her $20 up to.
That is a lot of gems.
Up to near $100, and she got her 99 gems up to about 1,500 gems, and got a little unlucky a couple of times, and then was done playing pretty much at the end of the night. I was like, what she's done. I turned my $40 into when I cashed out at the end of the night. $222. So I left there for the whole night.
$2 up.
$2 up. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I guess if you count the $5 that I bet Burnsy he's in our clan. I bet him $5 who would last longer, and so I had to pay him that $5. And we had a little thing going. It was $5 whoever lasted longer, and $5
is just right.
Yeah, right. $5 for whoever lasted longer. $5, and then if it was an extra $5, if we took the other one out, so it could have been 10. But he ended up winning the whole thing, so he got an extra $5 from me, which is kind of a pisser. But yeah, well, there you go.
Anyway.
Super fun night. Clash the whole night through. Won $2. Pretty. That counts as a win.
That's like
Well, when you're in for $220 at 8:00 at night, and you're gonna play all night long, you're like, oh great, I'm already in for. I gotta put some money on the table, and doing that was pretty good. During the tournament, I just had a bunch of B+ hands, and I was putting it in, thinking I'm good.
back to the game.
Back to the game.
Your poker strategy.
Back to the game. Well, anyway, Brummy took me out a bunch of times. Who was one of the new guys into the other clan. Anyway, back to Clash of Clans. What are we talking about? Gem boxes? What? Clapping that stuff? Huh?
Oh my god. We're gonna be here all night.
All right. What?
So, do you guys have other topics to get to? Because I have a couple other things we can.
Yeah.
discuss.
Why don't we? Yeah. What do you got? Because there's just been so much stuff. So we got about probably 10 more minutes, and we'll wrap up. But yeah, what do you got?
Well, so excuse me. One of the things was the Norsk Global. I think it was Korg might have mentioned it before. And do you guys know what that is? The Norsk Global?
You can go on the different global chats, like different around the world. Like
yeah, and this one, the Norwegian one, there was only one server for it. So there was only one chat room, or I think there was only one. Now there's more. Now there's a few, but there's still way less than the other ones.
And
so you go in and you
confused.
see.
no, I get it. That way you could actually go on the same server, go on the same global chat as other people in your clan.
Yeah, and also it's populated by all these really high level people. Like there's all these like champs on there and 150 plus and all this other stuff, and it's really interesting compared to going on like a regular American Global and all these guys like, hey, I'm looking for a girlfriend. Girls that have kick here. Join me. Join here.
Join us.
Level 3 archers.
Think about dragons. Join us.
Yeah.
Oh, we're cool. Join me.
Free co-leader. But yeah, so this one, it's like all the heavy hitters go there. And that's where we were pulling these really high level people, because you're not supposed to recruit on there, because it's like, all the high level people get pissed and they just
like the country
mute
club
you and
of
stuff.
Clash of Clans.
Yeah, it's very elite club. But so that we were going on there and just talking about like, oh yeah, we're 8-0 in the wars. Oh, we're 9-0 in the wars, and we got these people like, oh man, that's really cool. Like, congratulations, like champions and stuff. And it was like, wow, this is great. And then we had these really high level people requesting to join us and stuff. And so we realized that like the clan wins stat is a good recruiting tool for people who, their clan isn't doing wars or isn't doing wars enough. They look and see how many wins you have, and they're like, oh, hey, we should check these guys out.
Huh.
And
I wonder how long it'll work for, because after, say, 6 months, you could have a new clan. It's hey, I've got 9 wins in 9 battles.
So you're gonna want to stick with your clan.
But you only been around for a month, and people are like, you only have 9 wins, you suck. But you're like, hey, we're new, But it's kind of a bit dependent on how many times you battle. Like you guys have pretty much battle nonstop to get 9 wins.
Yeah.
If you keep that up,
do you think you'll keep going with that pace, or do you think you'll?
Well, we were, I think, planning on it, but now that there's this cheating scandal thing, a lot of people are getting really demoralized and bummed out about it, and kind of like, we don't want to enter another one where the other clan cheats the whole time.
I hear you. Maybe it's time to take a week-long break, and everybody upgrades their kings and queens, so that kings or queens, so that, because it takes a week once you get to no more than a week, right? Isn't it where it tops out?
Yeah, it tops out.
Yeah, it tops out a week.
Yeah, give it a week. Let Supercell figure something out. We can upgrade all our kings. It's not a bad idea to quit it at like everybody. Hey, we're going to quit for 1 week.
I do wonder if they'll
6 days.
If they'll redo the war stats. Maybe not.
I don't think so. It'll just be a glitch fix, and I don't know what they can do, because it's part of the programming in the game. It's not really a glitch; it's an actual thing that they did deliberately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
it'll be tricky to solve it, and they spent so much time perfectly balancing clan wars and the competition level and everything, and now there's this one thing they didn't think of, and people must have been doing this for a long time in revenge raiding. It just no one knew, and no one really cared. If someone does better in a revenge than they would have.
That's the only other place that you can do it.
Yeah, because you can't do it on regular.
Well, you could, but
raiding.
It's not the same base over and over.
You just wouldn't. You could practice, I guess, but you wouldn't practice and then go at the same base. So there might be people who have been doing this for a super long time.
Yeah.
Who knows? But
you know what? I think the best solution might be just to cut it. If the game screws
right?
up. I mean, if that might be the simplest solution.
I just hope that I hear how many times you yell at your phone because it happens to you, just like everybody else.
Yep.
I'd be pissed if it keeps cutting
Don't
out.
be silly. Do you think I would not clash without full 3G or without full Wi-Fi?
Yeah. Some mobile hotspot.
I'd have to be hit by a meteorite.
You got a mobile hotspot in your pocket constantly.
Mm-hmm.
But I had one other thing about that I was thinking about with global and recruiting and stuff is the tip on how to find good just the tip, just a tip here on how to find how to quickly rate a player, like rate someone at a glance. So instead of having to go in and visit them and look at all their stuff and look at their. So one thing you can do is go in and look at their stats, their profile. I mean, obviously you want to look at their base too if you're, thinking about bringing them in. But there's two particular stats that matter. I mean, there's all these stupid stats. How many builder huts have you done? How many obstacles have you removed? Just completely irrelevant. And there's two that you can kind of gauge the ability and the experience of a player, which is gold grab and friend in need. And gold grab determines how much farming they do. You can tell exactly how much gemming someone has done if they have a really good base and a really low gold grab. But if they have a really high gold grab and that matches their base, then they don't do a lot of gemming. They're a good farmer.
Check out Alan that one.
Oh,
that's a good way to do. I got to check out one of our clan members has been. There's a suspicion of gemming.
Oh, yeah. So this is it was really interesting when they first brought out these stats because we were in this clan and there was these people that were really high level. And we're like, oh, they're so cool. This one woman who was level 120 something and she was so good. And and so then they come out with the profile thing and we look at her gold grab and it's 300 million or I don't know what 30 million or something.
Oh, really?
And so didn't even finish the achievement and her base is ridiculous, maxed out base. So we were just oh shit, busted. She's such a gemmer because we were all wow, she's really good at this. She's really blah, blah, blah. But then you look and you're okay, she spent about, $4,000 judging by her walls versus her gold grab or, however it works. Cause that's, even if you max out your pumps and mines at the very beginning and play for the whole year and a half or whatever, you're not going to be able to get, but so the other one, gold grab is a really good way to, to identify someone's skill. And the other one is friend in need. If you're thinking about bringing someone into your clan. So friend in need is a record of the amount of donations that you've done in clans, total donations that you've ever done. And so you can look at someone's friend in need, and if they have a really weak friend in need, that if you bring them into your clan, they're just going to be a moocher. They're not going to, donate a lot of troops.
That's a good Minnesota word. Moocher.
Moocher. A moocher. He's a moocher. But yeah, so that's another good way to do it. And some people have a huge one, and you just know that they're going to really contribute to the clan and stuff. And
my
many
gold
of
grab
them,
is sitting pretty. It's kind of insane actually when I look at it.
What's your first digit?
It's 396,904,337.
Nice. Yeah. So
and
when
I got 69,545.
How do you tell that? Mine's 3 stars, so I don't know where to look.
The
just
things
the
underneath.
number. So the first three numbers, it's
in my
that
profile,
and then
huh?
million.
How do I look at my own profile?
The eye.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to push that button.
But so when we were on Norsk, I saw a guy with 1.8 billion gold grab.
Wow.
So like you have a 3.9. He had a 18, 1.8 billion gold grab. He had all like blue walls, and you could tell he hadn't fucking gemmed them. He had blue walls that he had like legitimately
That's crazy.
farmed. Like it was, and there was another guy that was like 1.2 billion on there, and it was just like, how much time must you spend playing the game? Like
that's a lot.
I mean,
that's
I thought
a year
I
and
was
a
a
half.
loser, but you are such a loser if you played that much. Like you got to give him credit for getting such a great, base and not spending money. But the amount of time that to get 1.8 billion, like
that's a lot of money.
That's just insane.
Let's
or
see.
time, not money.
My gold gram is 2.9, I think. It's really tight.
Mine's like
It's really hard to see.
Really
3.1 or something.
What was the other one? The Buddy Buster.
Friend in need.
What do you mean 3.1?
Or I mean, sorry, 310.
310. So you're.
My
But
friend in need is at
I'm
62,000.
bummed because I was way more active before they started counting the stats. Like I was unemployed for my first 6 months, or underemployed for my first maybe 3 months of playing Clash of Clans, and so I got so much loot and stuff. And then they started recording they started counting, and I got a really time-consuming job, and I was like, great. So now no one knows all the massive amount of farming and everything and donations I did, before this. So
I'll tell
it was
you
a little
what.
bit of a bummer.
Sucks.
What's your friend in need?
69,545.
I'm at 62.
Alan, you know what? He's not gemming.
Yeah.
I mean, he has stolen 411. Or I think.
What?
That's about as much as you've stolen, though.
Wait a second. Hold on. I actually have to write it down because it's so hard to see on this
There's
phone.
so many digits there, and they're all just
Yeah,
mashed
there's
together.
a lot of
So,
you just
okay.
look at the first 3 digits, it's that and then million afterwards. So I'm at 320 something million. And
Yeah, so he's got more than me.
So he hasn't been playing maybe a third of the time. So I guess he really does play that much.
All right,
Wow.
Alan, it is solved.
All right, yeah.
Jeez,
Kudos to
validation.
Alan. He is,
For the record, I believed in you.
I just thought it was crazy that you were playing that much because he says, no, I don't play that much. I just want to get 1 or 2 million a day. I'm like, that's a lot. I don't know you're just sitting there looking at next until you score, and then just do that constantly all day.
Well, not really. I got a
1
500,
million is
almost 500K gold in that one attack yesterday. But I can usually hit. I can almost every battle, unless it goes really horribly. I'll walk away with 250,000. I can climb 1 million in an afternoon.
There's a kid in my clan who cleared, I think, 10 million by raiding all day from morning to night with archers and barbs and stuff. But he farmed 10 million gold in one day. And those 1.8 billion guys, they must do that all the time.
Yeah,
that's
well, shit. How many? If I do 1 million, listen. If I do 1 million a day, which is probably cool if I'm on it several times in the morning. If I make 10 attacks in a day.
Maybe you're wasting your talent.
If I make 10 attacks in a day, I could make 1 million, right?
Yeah, but
Pretty
then you
simple.
spend it all on Dark Elixir troops, so you come out with negative. Negative
You might as well just sleep for a while.
When I'm going for
Just
elixir,
collect it.
when I'm going for elixir, I spend Dark Elixir troop because then I'm not spending elixir.
Right.
And that's what I've been doing is spending that shit down. When I go for gold, I make better troops because I need I don't need the elixir. But if I can make 1 million a day, and this guy can make 10 million a day, so the 1.8 billion to me, million a day is what 180 days.
I have no idea. You had me at hello. You started. I didn't know where you were going with which numbers.
No, that's 1,800 days at 1 million a day, right?
It's a lot of days.
I don't-
You know,
Yeah,
You know,
I
it's
think yes.
7 years or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, it's 1,000. And then to them, it's 180 days. They could do at 10 million a day. At 10 million a day, you can do it in 180 days.
I can do 2 million a day pretty easily.
This just seems like just for so.
I've done
this is so
a
long.
4 million because I'd get close to like something and I'd go, oh shit, and do it. But I mean, so I don't think it's.
Well, and here's the other thing: if you gemmed all your shit up at the beginning of when you started, then it's easier to make 10 million a day because for the first 2 months, say.
Well, that's a good point.
How much did you make a day? 1,000.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm going in. I need 10,000 for this upgrade.
Those
Oh,
the days
I spit on
when you
that.
would
I
do,
don't
like,
even
2
collect that in my.
upgrades from one attack. Oh my god, that was so fun.
Yeah,
Like, I did 1 attack. Now I can upgrade my air defense and my wizard tower.
Yeah, sweet, I
Like,
can do 2
oh
things.
man.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
now
look at this haul that I 3-star this guy for 25 grand.
I'm looking at mine. I'm going, I've got 2.5 million before I can really,
Mm-hmm.
or 1.5 before I can do my wizard towers. But hey, Boaz, we are running at about 50 minutes, so
Can I have a request to play us out?
yeah.
Can you play Rush to Town Hall 9?
Yeah, I will. I'll put this on as the play out. And I actually posted it.
Oh yeah,
I didn't
because I
put it
know
on-
I haven't heard it on the podcast for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
So
And
some
a
people
lot
may
of
not
And
have
you know
heard
what,
it.
Scotty? You owe me 75 cents. Because this contest has been going on for a long time.
Yeah, the
and that's
Cock
the only
Rockers
one.
are not putting out a lot of new product there.
Yeah.
Scotty.
Well, it's
Yeah,
you know
Scotty
what?
and the Cock Rockers.
I've already got my notes. And
Oh, you got your note. You had your notes for 6 months.
Okay.
Give me my 75 cents because that's mine. I want.
well,
I
wait.
win.
Well, we have to discuss the details.
I don't think so.
I will
think
put
the
it on
Cock
this.
Rockers
I-
get another like 6 or 7 months before they need to pay
Yeah,
out.
but I want to have the wider collection.
Oh, you want to drop it
Yeah.
all on me at once?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Oh, hey,
want to
guess
do
what?
it
Now
like
only
I want to
$5.
do it like an '80s
Like a
commercial,
full LP,
where they
all
do the Time Life. Get these. Here's the new song.
Loving in the rain.
Yeah, loving in the rain. And it's like how you could back then, or I mean they were on forever, but I can already hear it in my head when the hero, and then you knew the next song and you could sing
Yeah.
along with the whole commercial.
Yeah.
And he hated it.
And you saw the funniest parts of those old videos,
And just people
usually it was
walking
people on
hand in
stage,
hand,
yeah, on the
like
beach.
into
On
a
the
beach.
beach,
Yeah, in sunset.
sitting on a couch
Right.
together.
80s curly hair.
What about that one?
Oh God.
What was it? Hey, what is that, man? It's song of the 60s, man. Well, turn it up, man. Those 2 old hippies in front of a bus. It was like the cheapest hippie you've ever seen. Yeah, well, turn it up, man. And then they would listen to it. They'd be like, yeah, and they go, whoa, turn it down, man. It's song of the 60s, bro. Yeah, and then they like, that was it. It was just hippie music.
Oh God.
Yeah, classic infomercial.
All right. Well, yeah, I will. So you'll be hearing Rush Town Hall 9 by Mikey Crud. I did put it up on the website as it's standalone.
Here's Sully. Shut up, cat.
Yeah.
Christ.
Something's wrong with this cat.
We just need somebody to pay him.
Rush to Town Hall 10 is what he's doing.
Yeah, Mikey Crud needs to come out with a sequel. I think.
I know. Yep. Yeah,
Where is
we
he?
got to get in touch. So this is going to be, you'll be hearing it. Do you have any shout-outs?
No, I guess not. I forgot to shout out to James KU14 last time. He's another longtime member of our clan, but I don't really know anyone else. There's a lot of guys that have been coming up really big in the clan wars. We're probably going to do some more eldering soon. We like to do that at like certain points, like when we would do it at the end of trophy pushes, and we figure we'll do it, like after 10 wins, maybe every 10 wins in clan wars or something, we'll do eldering. And so yeah, we're gonna have some more guys getting props pretty soon, and being an elder in the True Sons is pretty much as high of a honor as one can have. So
Cool.
no
Yeah.
offense to Minnesota Nice.
Well, we'll be back soon with some more podcasts coming up.
Yeah, so big up to True Sons. Big up to all our guys over at Boots and Mel and the rest of the gang over at Minnesota Nice. We're going to wrap it up here at the WBSMT studios. Talking all things Clash. We got Boaz on the scene. So
Fuck Reddit Dusk.
yeah, Reddit Dusk.
Boners.
Eat it.
Well, thanks for being here, Boaz. It's awesome.
Yeah, it was blessed.
And as an outro, Rush to Town Hall 9 by Mikey Crud. Mikey, hit it.
When I started Clash's plans, I thought I had the master plan. Forget the mines and the elixir, I'd buy some gems and rush my builders. But now I'm stuck with wooden walls and no luck with my raids. My clan hates my donations. Level 1 barbarians, 'cause I rushed you Town Hall 9. I rushed to Town Hall 9. I rushed to Town Hall 9. I rushed to Town Hall 9.
Skilly beep boop, skilly beep.